When I think of what CAC does, it's really trying to provide a foundation or stability to help people's lives for the better. Our vision is a community where housing, health, and financial opportunity are accessible to all.
A lot of employers will not hire people if they know that they're homeless. And so it kind of becomes a spiral effect of you lose your housing, you're maybe not employed, you're having a hard time finding employment.
When a family is experiencing housing instability, there's a lot of barriers that come with that. They can get the depression, they can be even angry too, right? So they're not able to navigate the system, they're always in crisis.
I think people who experience homelessness also oftentimes experience a lot of mental health concerns and issues, and that in itself can be very challenging. By being able to reach out to our community members who are experiencing homelessness, get them stably housed, we can then start to address some of the mental health concerns or drug and alcohol addiction concerns that they may be having. And then we can also help them with our Financial Empowerment Center and also with budgeting and things like that so that they can maintain that stable housing, help them get employed, and keep that roof over their head.
We really prioritize the coaching alongside of this assistance. We don't really want to look at it as a hand out, we want to look at it as a hand up. Trying to really stabilize the client.
And we try to make it so that they can be successful in the long term, not just an immediate fix.
You know, we're following up with them month after month, doing home visits. And it's a long-term solution.
Being able to do this intensive case management over a period of, for the transitional, for 2 years. So you're able to really focus on the case plans and really work towards getting them, certified in different things for job reasons. Really trying to give that personal responsibility so they can even be able to support themselves really long term.
My favorite part at CAC is when we're able to hand over that key to the tenant and you finally see them kind of just take that deep breath where they're like, I don't have to think of where I need to go. I don't need to think of where I can sleep and not have a chance of being arrested for where I just can take a break, take a rest.
I was a veterinary assistant in Texas, and then I started getting sick, and then it was just one sickness after another, and I was unable to work. So that's how we ended up in the car. Living in a car is, at first you think it's not, oh, I can do it, it's not that bad, and then you start doing it, and it is that bad. I was in a Hyundai Sonata with 3 big dogs, but it was pretty awful. When I got accepted into the transitional housing program, it was a huge weight lifted off my shoulders because it was like there was hope again. When you're living in a car, your main goal is where are you going to sleep that night and is it going to be safe? And then getting into an actual place to live, it just makes you feel like a person again.
You could have an accident and rack up thousands of dollars in medical bills, and then all of a sudden you're trying to decide, do I buy groceries, pay the mortgage, pay the rent, or do I pay my medical bill? And so I try to press upon people that we all are one step away, potentially at any point in time, of being in the same situation of facing homelessness, facing financial struggles. And so we need to come together as a community.
It's the illusion of us versus them. And a lot of the time people don't really understand how close they can be to needing assistance and needing help with housing.
Everyone deserves housing. Everyone deserves to have a roof over their head, feel safe in their home, comfortable place to go at night. You never really know what's going to happen in life. You have to choose between, do I feed my family or do I pay my rent?
There's a high population of homelessness, and a lot of our shelters are overbooked and don't have the space for everybody. So CAC has a lot of programs that we work with that allow us to help people get off of the streets, out of homelessness, and get them into stable housing.
We can help with prevention. We can try to help catch you up on that rent where you don't have to make those tough decisions.
We at CAC have data collection and great data points, but we know that behind all the data is also someone's story, and oftentimes that story is of success.
CAC is the best program. They have amazing people that work for them, and it's really important because people who are on the street, they need help. CAC helps you get a home and get your life back together, and that's what's really important.